Hi there, in this lesson we're going to look at solving two-step equations. Now just before we go on to that, this is a quick summary, and if you don't understand what's on the screen, maybe watch the last lesson. So when you have equations like this, you're trying to work out what the value of x is, or any other variable, and you need to do the opposite to both sides. So in this sense, I'm looking down this side here. If you've got a plus 2 and we want to get x on its own, you take away 2 from both sides. Think of balancing out. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. If you've got a take away 3, you add 3 to both sides. If you've got a multiple value of x, then you need to divide. So 3x's, we need to divide both sides by 3. 4x's, divide both sides by 4. Okay, so let's look at what happens when we put those two types of techniques together. And again, I'm going to go to this kind of algebra technique. I think sometimes it's easier to see visually what's going on. So look at this first equation here. 2x add 2 equals 8. So you get 2x's here plus the two yellow blocks equals 8 blocks. Now the first thing you want to do here in the diagram is get the x's on its own. So what we do is we want to try and get rid of the two yellow ones. And we do that by cancelling them out with minus 1. So we can take away them from both sides. We're going to take away those. But whatever I do to one side to keep the equation balanced, I need to do to the other side. So I'm going to take away 2 from there as well. And by doing that, what we're doing is we're getting it to a point where you've just got the 2x on its own. And to show that in the equation, you just put a wee take away 2 underneath and a wee take away 2. That's what I did on both sides. And what that does is it leaves us with the 2x here and it leaves us with 6 here. Which, again, this kind of takes us to the last lesson. If you've got 2x is equals 6, you need to split this, half it, to get 1x, and you half the other side as well to get what 1x is. So divide by 2, and you'll get x on its own, and you'll get 3. Okay, let's look at this one. So 3x plus 1 equals 13. Again, the first thing I want to do is get rid of this 1 here, get the x's on their own. So I'm going to put a minus 1 there, but I'm going to have to do the same to the other side. I'm going to have to take one of them away as well. Okay, so I'm getting rid of that one, and I'm getting rid of that one. So in terms of writing this down, then you would put take away 1, take away 1. That's going to leave us with 3x. And on this side, you can count them if you want, but you would have 12. And then to get x on its own on this side, we've got to split it into 3. And you've got to do the same to the other side. So divide by 3, and you'll get x on its own to give you 4. Okay, let's look at two more without the actual diagrams, see if we can follow the same technique. And a wee bit trickier examples, because they can go like this. So if you've got the 5x plus 3 equals negative 7, picture the 3 wee yellow bits, and we want to take them away. So I'm going to put take away 3, but I need to do the same to the other side. What that does is it leaves you with the 5x blocks on its own. And yes, I've went into negative numbers, which can happen. We've got to be good with our integers. It's not an integers lesson, but negative 7 take away 3, that's negative 10. And then you have to divide by 5 both sides. And that gets you down to 1x. If you split negative 10 into 5, you get negative 2. I'll just change that to minus 2 there. Okay, right, this last one here. So 6x plus 8 equals 13. So take away the 8. Do it to the other side. That leaves us with the 6x. This is going to leave us with 5. And again, this is a fraction answer. 5 doesn't divide by 6, but what you can do, just divide by 6. But because we're dividing by 6, to create a fraction, just put the 6 in the bottom, 5 over 6. And to double check that works, if you think about this idea here, 6 times this should give you 5. Well, let's look at that idea. 6 lots of 5 6 should give us an answer of 5. Well, 5 6 had 5 6 had 5 6 and so on. Gives you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over 6. Now 30 over 6 is 5. Okay, let's have a wee look quickly at ones with takeaways in them. Okay, so it's a very similar idea this. So I've got 2x take away 3 equals 7. So I've got the red ones here. Now to cancel them out, I need to put yellow ones on them. Okay, so I need to add if you like. So add in 3, 1, 2, 3. They'll cancel out. And I need to do the same to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how do we write that down? Well, you just put a wee plus 3 to show what you've done. Plus 3 in both sides of the equal sign. Okay, that's left us with 2 there. 2x. And another side we've got 10. 7 add 3 makes 10. It's the same idea as before. Split it both sides into 2 and you'll get x equals to 5. Again, let's do the same thing over here. So I've got 4x's, take 5 equals 11. Now to cancel these out and get back to 4x if you like, I need to put 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that will cancel those out. But what I also need to do is put the 5 over here. Now to do that quickly, I'm just putting 1 and I'll clone those ones and that will give me 5. Okay, so what I did there was I added 5 to both sides, just like that. Left me with the 4x. It gave me 16 here, you can count them here. Split it into 4 on both sides to get x on its own, and your answer is 4. Okay, a couple of wee harder ones to finish off. So in this sense, we've got 7x take 4 equals negative 4. Add 4 to both sides. That's going to leave us with the 7x. Negative 4 add 4, that's just 0. And then split it into 7. Now, 0 split into 7 is just 0. That's an absolutely okay answer. I've seen people panic when they get 0. It's okay to get 0. Okay, last one. 3x take 3 equals 10. Add the 3 to both sides. You'll get 3x equals 13. You want to split it into 3 both sides, and what you'll notice again, 13 doesn't divide by 3. Just leave it as a fraction. The dividing by 3, put the 3 in the bottom. And I suppose if you want to, you could then change that into a mixed number if you know how to do that. How many 3's go into 13? 4 remainder 1, so it would be 4 and a third.